Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin continued to move higher after the last video. That was expected, made you aware throughout the day that with that one more low here, a lasting low or a more or less substantial low in this wave 5 of C of 3 could have been established, and I gave you a target or resistance area for this yellow wave 4, which is now already reached. However, the structure is not crystal clear here for me in this wave 4, so we don't really have enough structure to get a clear picture of what's happening here. At the moment, this is a 3-wave move to the upside, yeah? So looking at it, we could say, okay, we had a bit of an a W, X, Y structure here into resistance. I would need to see 5 waves up and a subsequent 3-wave move down to consider, or actually to assume, that a low has been made. But we talk about that in this video. For everybody who's new on this channel, we assume that Bitcoin is still in a wave 2 correction to the downside after it topped here in a wave 1 on the 15th or 14th of April, coming down in a WXY correction. The idea is we're currently in this Y wave here, which would end this correction, this wave 2. Over the last few weeks, we did expect lower. Yeah, because all of the movements to the upside were just corrective. There was just no impulse to the upside. So the Elliott waves guided us really well here on the way down. And since Saturday's low, was it Saturday? Can't remember. I think since Saturday's low, I said, okay, we now have come down deep enough. So if we now see an impulse, I will assume that a low has been made in this wave 2. But the thing is, we just need to see an impulse, okay? Without an impulse, I cannot give a signal because the wave count would still suggest another low. This is the primary wave count. However, I've got my alternative wave count, which I showed you in previous videos. I can actually show that again, which would allow for this correction to already be complete. So it's like one more low or no more low, yeah? But obviously I cannot confirm that Bitcoin has bottomed here without seeing a first impulse above resistance. Yeah, this is the, let's say, alternative count. Of course, also likely. I'm just counting in this wave count the correction a little bit different. So I'm counting it as an A wave, a overshooting B wave in April. Yeah, and the wave 1 actually topped end of March. And then here an ending diagonal in the C wave, which has enough waves here, yeah, could have established the last low here yesterday or today actually, and is now turning around. But again, without an impulse above resistance, I cannot confirm that. From that point of view, this is my primary count at the moment, But before we carry on, let's first take a look at what our sponsor Chartprime has to offer. Chartprime is a service that provides specific and exclusive TradingView indicators. They've recently updated their website and consolidated their most popular features into 3 new indicators, all designed to enhance your trading journey. First up is the Market Oracle Pro. This tool, designed for precision, provides enhanced entry and exit signals along with 3 metrics aimed at deciphering market trends and optimizing your settings. Next, we have the Market Dynamics Pro. This unique tool merges Chartprime's smart money concepts into a dynamic order blocks algorithm, striving to provide a more accurate representation of volume. Lastly, the Prime Oscillators Pro. This trend-based oscillator offers a variety of market insights, including entry and exit points, overbought and oversold conditions, and potential reversal areas. That's a brief overview of what's new from Chartprime. Stay tuned for more updates, and if you'd like to sign up with them, just follow the link in the description that offers you a discount. Suggested earlier today that we should get a rebound on the Bitcoin chart, ideally into resistance between 25,781. Bitcoin reached 25,750 or something. So came very close already. It should reach that area all the way up to 26,103. I mean, this is resistance. It doesn't mean it has to get there, but it's certainly in this wave count, in a wave 4, should ideally not go above it. Okay, if it goes above it, it wouldn't be a problem for the wave count necessarily. I just showed you standard resistance. The idea is obviously that this is standard resistance. Ideally, it reacts to it. also with the structural resistance that we had here of the previous wave 4. But the thing is, because I'm counting the move down as an ending diagonal, this can extend a little higher. So I would not necessarily see a break above resistance as super bullish, but it would then, a break above 26,103 would unlock price all the way up to the next resistance at wave 4, 26,420, and then possibly higher. It's just that if this was an impulse, this FIB resistance area would be very, very relevant. But because it's a diagonal, you can get quite strong wave 4s, okay? You could even get an overlap with wave 1, which was down here at around 26,500. So yeah, it's currently, anyway, it's moving in the right direction, short-term uptrend, and the idea was to get this rebound. Bitcoin, as expected, stronger than Ethereum. I just explained that yesterday in the ETH BTC video. And, you know, we now need to see, is this going to be an impulse or not? It could be an impulse, yeah. But I would like to see this finish first, anyway. And what needs to happen is the following. What needs to happen to establish a low is in, because again, a low could be in, but I need to see an impulse above resistance. I would like to see an impulse above this wave 4 high, 26,440 roughly. If I see an impulse above that level with the subsequent 3-wave pullback in a wave 2, so basically this, yeah, wave 1 to the upside in 5 waves, a wave 2 to the downside that follows it, but it would need to be a 3-wave pullback forming a higher low, holding the 78.6 retracement of that wave 1, yeah. So then I have to assume, and I will assume, that a low is in. That's sort of the stuff I'm looking for. And it's always the same process, right? We need 5 waves up above resistance, we need 3 waves down, and then we need in the following 3rd wave a break above the wave 1 high. And those are all the confirmation levels we need to wait for them. And otherwise, if we don't wait for them, we cannot confirm that the low is in, right? But yeah, at the moment, it's following it nicely. Bitcoin is behaving, and we now need to see, okay, do we form 5 waves? If I see 5 waves, I will, of course, let you know. At the moment, this is not enough info. So at the moment, I'm watching for either a reaction at 25,781 or 26,103. And if it breaks above that, it's 26,440. And yeah, if it breaks above that, chances increase that Bitcoin has formed a lasting low. Let's see what happens here overnight, and let's see what the Asian traders are going to do, because they really need to decide now, okay? What else is there to mention? I don't think there is much more. Generally, the bigger picture looks quite good. We had our wave 1 to the upside of the 10th of March, yeah, to the top in April. Now a wave 2 to the downside. The move down looks very corrective, which is good. Yeah, a lot of overlapping price action, very slow. That just generally would be suggestive of a rally to the upside that follows afterwards. Looking at the length of that wave 1, looking at the low of the wave 2, we are talking about targets to the upside. The 1.618 in the 3rd wave would take us to 43K. We need to see if we really get there. If we don't, then we are not talking here about an impulse. Then we probably talk about a larger diagonal where might fall a little bit short of the 1.618 extension. And as I said before, you know, there is no guarantee this really is an impulse. I'm currently counting it as a 1-2-1-2 setup, but it's also possible to count the whole thing as a diagonal structure. If it's a diagonal, it just means that, yeah, we move higher as well, but it will be a much more rocky road. It will be interesting to see, and it will be much more challenging to trade it. Yeah, but so far everything's going well. Again, now we have come down deep enough. Also, Ethereum has come down deep enough to indicate that, yeah, you know, we can turn around at any point. So it's now that I'm really watching for a reversal. Over the last few weeks, I've actually actively been looking for lower, but now we have reached a point where, yeah, you know, the low could be in. Just give me that one more low maybe, yeah, but maybe not. It don't necessarily need it anymore. On the On the other hand, I would like to see actually that the daily RSI on the Bitcoin chart goes a tiny bit lower. It's now around 36, 37, just a little bit lower would be ideal, but also here, you know, there's no guarantee. Ethereum is already oversold on the daily time frame. Bitcoin isn't quite. But yeah, overall, good structure to the upside. Yeah, basically we're still in a downtrend though, in a large uptrend that is probably in the beginning of developing. Yeah, and yeah, I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.